my channel. In today's vlog we are doing so many fun things. I have so many different projects that I've been working on and I need to get done this week, so I figured I would bring you through the whole entire week while we work on like my bookshelf. I have a headboard, pillows, paintings. Hi kitty, come here. You say hi to the vlog. Say hello. But yeah, so we have a bunch of things to do this week. This morning I already filmed like a video and stuff like that, and just got a bunch of things done. Throughout this whole entire week we're just gonna be doing a bunch of DIYs together and just spending the week together. So it's gonna be really fun. You're probably gonna see a lot of little furry friends. We have a lot of those around here. And let me know what you think about the vlog style DIY, or if you like more of the like voiceover, more professional polished sort of DIY videos. So let me know in the comments below, but without further ado, we have lots of stuff to get to this week, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we are currently in my dad's office, which is why you see like John Deere tractor sports posters everywhere. That's usually where I do all of my bigger projects like this, just because he has like a cement floor and it's just like he's gotten stuff all over it all the time. So if I get stuff on it, it's not a big deal. So this is the first thing we're going to be working on. I'm going to try to get it over there gracefully. So hopefully within like a week or two, maybe 3 weeks, I will have a whole video going up of my whole entire room makeover. So one of the things that we needed to make was a bookshelf. This is going to kind of act as my vanity sort of storage thing, and also my Cricut's going to go in the bottom. So I'm going to have a more detailed video on how we put this together, but today we're just going to be sanding it down. We're going to be painting it and getting it ready to move in. And I'm going to be using this electric sander just to make it a little bit easier. I'm probably going to have to go in by hand to sort of get the paneling and stuff in the back. It's important I get that because it has like a finish all over it and like a wood stain. This is just like normal unfinished wood and everything. So that's gonna be our first step. And I haven't really used this electric sander before, so we are going to hope for the best. My dad says that if it takes off, let go of the button, whatever that means. So we're gonna be careful. So I did all the hand sanding, and now we have to do the electric sander, and I was just like turning it on like with a little trigger and a little dust was going everywhere. So I'm gonna put on one of these guys because I don't think I should be inhaling all of that, and neither should you. So if you're doing that, get a mask. So let's hope that this goes well. So you guys just saw me use the electric sander. I don't think I have a fine enough grit because it didn't make it super smooth. So I went back in with this sandpaper here. I think this is, 150 grit. So I did that after I did like the main sand of getting all the little rough bumps off of it, and I think just going over it with something like this gives it that nice smooth finish. So I think using the electric sander for something that's super rough, or you want to get like all the rough edges off first and then go in with your sort of finishing sanding paper, I think that works really well. So that's what we're gonna do all over this, and hopefully we're gonna get to painting soon. new door apparently. All right, so while that dries, you can't even see me. Actually, I don't even know if it's gonna get better, so just hold on a second. But while that dries, oh, I can't get this. Wow, the lighting in our basement is just, okay, really bad. Oh my, we're not gonna stay down here long. I don't think I've ever shown you guys our cellar. This is where we keep all of our mason jars, all of our canned goods, things like that. And we also keep a giant, like, stash of paint over there. So for this cabinet, I think I'm going to do white. I'll kind of get more into like why I chose that and like the design and everything in that video. So this is Sherwin-Williams Super Paint and primer in one. Cool, and it's in the shade Extra White. So I think we'll go with this one, and I'll get you guys out of this lighting. So after 3 trips to the basement, I think I got my white paint. So the first time I went down there, I think I grabbed like a gray or something like that. And then the second time I also grabbed a gray, but it was a very, very light gray. So it looked white in the basement, but the lighting is very good down there. Now I think we can start painting. Also, if you're wondering, the cabinet has been drying for probably 20-30 minutes in my whole fiasco of trying to find some paint and getting all my supplies and everything. So that's how long it's been drying, and it looks really good. It feels nice and smooth. And I have a few materials. I have a roller. I couldn't find our small one, so we have the big one. And then like paintbrush, paint tray, stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and Ronnie's gonna take a nap. Let's get started. This one's even labeled white, so we're gonna start with this guy. Welcome to day 2. Yesterday we did that bookshelf. Oh my gosh. So yesterday we did the bookshelf, and I was going to do the chair. The chair is right over here. Chair is right there. And I was going to paint it white, but my desk, my bed, my shelf, like everything is white in that room, so I want to sort of bring in a little bit of contrast, especially up against that white desk. I think it's gonna look really good. Ronnie. Okay, Ronnie's on my lap. So yeah, we're gonna skip that. Excuse you. And I think I'm going to work on my headboard today. I don't know if you can see that piece of wood over there, but it's like super tall, and it's basically gonna sit in between the wall and my bed and sort of be sandwiched in between. We were gonna do command strips, but then we realized it's a pretty heavy wood and it's just gonna tear off the wall, and that's not going to be good. So it's basically just going to sit upright, and I think I'm going to use the paneling side, sand it down, and then do it sort of like a brown color to sort of match the chair is what I'm thinking. My only problem is that I only have like brown acrylic paints. I think I might have a can of like brown paint downstairs that I'll get. We're going to do that. I'm basically going to dump it on, and I have a big brush that I'm just going to kind of swirl it around and kind of make it look like stain. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do today, and I'm sure Ronnie's gonna be hanging out with us all day long, right? All right, let's get started. so far. You can see I added a little bit of lightness, added a little bit of black. You guys may have saw in the last clip I added this sort of like reddish brown color. I think it was this one, and it completely just like turned it like literally like orange red color. So I would suggest if you're doing something like this, trying to do like a faux sort of stained look, kind of do like the darkest color to the lightest color, because you kind of want those highlights to stand out. That sort of like light tan that I used last when I fixed it, but then I also mixed in a little bit of black at the beginning. So just a tip for that, but so far I'm pretty happy with it. I'm thinking I might let it dry and then sort of distress it a little bit to make it look a little bit more like wood, because right now it just kind of looks like painted wood that's supposed to look like it's stained, which is what we did. But we're going to get into a little painting project that I'm excited to show you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna take a little break and then we're gonna get right back into it. Alrighty, we are now down in my craft room. We are ready to start the next project. It's kind of like a set of 2 canvases, and it's been really popular lately. You just use like a little palette knife for painting and a joint compound, plus some canvases or a canvas or whatever. Explain a little bit what I'm doing. I'll put a little video right here. It's kind of like a very textured sort of vine, sort of branch looking thing with like leaves and stuff, and I just like how natural it is. It's going to be super subtle, but I think it's going to play very well with all the other like plant vibes and things going on in the room. I think it's gonna be really fun. I think I'm going to lightly kind of use a pencil to sort of sketch like the arch of the little stem, and we're just going to see how this goes. And I think for today we're just going to do the joint compound part of it and maybe paint tomorrow or the next day. I really hope that it turns out as cute as I'm envisioning. That, my friends, is what we call mold. Oh my gosh, it smells awful. Okay, I'm gonna get the plaster instead. Alright, got us some new materials. Got some patching plaster and then this pink spackling. They're gonna look a little funny mixed together while they dry, but like I said, we're gonna paint it all white and stuff at the end, so it'll work out just fine. Hopefully there's no mold in either of these. Awesome. I must not have sealed that one really well, so learn from my mistakes. These turned out. Hold them up for you so you can see. I think they look so pretty, especially if you like stack them up and you just do like a little statement. I love that. So we need to let these dry, of course. There's a lot of spackling on here. I think that is it for crafts and getting stuff done today. Tomorrow I'm doing I'm filming a different video that's like in the morning into the afternoon sort of thing. So I may be able to come back and maybe like paint these or distress the headboard that we did a little bit ago. So it really just depends on how the day goes. But yeah, I guess I will see you tomorrow or whenever we work on another project. Okay, so it is now Wednesday. We did our shopping and everything. Ronnie, please don't knock over the tripod. We are going to do just a little bit tonight. I think I'm going to try to finish up my headboard with some sandpaper, kind of sand it a little bit to make it a little bit rustic. And we think our cat may have had some kittens, so we'll let you know if she does. She's looking like she lost her little bump, so that's exciting. We're going to go check the hayloft and I'll let you know. If not, we're going to go ahead and get started on the headboard. this day. This is another day where we have some errands to run and stuff like that. So for this morning, we're going to be working on these little canvases, and they seem to be completely dried. They have a few cracks in them, which I always forget is kind of a thing when you use plaster and stuff, but I'm not too worried. I think it's going to add a little bit of character, you know, but I think it's going to be fun. I think I'm going to grab a little bit of like a fine sandpaper and sort of just sand down some of the rough edges just to make it a little bit more smooth. You could obviously skip this part if you like the way that looks, but I'll probably just do that off camera because you guys all know what sanding looks like. But yeah, so I have my fuel here. I love summer fruit. Anybody else? Like, these are white peaches and like fresh blueberries. Love it. I also have my smoothie over there. I have to take all my supplements and things for the day, and it's gonna be a really good day. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna fuel up, sand these down, and then I have like a white gloss paint that I'll show you guys, and I think it's really just gonna give these a nice sort of a finish and sort of subtle sheen. I'm also gonna use a smaller brush just to make sure I get in all those little nooks and crannies and things. So it's gonna be a good day. Excited to spend it with you guys. Apparently I'm not very good at keeping things good because this is solid. Didn't know that I was going to be cleaning out my craft room in this video, but I guess we're going to have to get rid of that and just do a white paint. Okay, so really quickly, just a little bit of insight on this. Plaster can be pretty fragile for the most part, so I'm not sure if you can see, but like this piece came off, this piece came off, and this one looked like it was gonna fall off, so I just kind of snapped it off. If any of that happens, you can honestly just go with a little bit of hot glue, Gorilla Glue, anything like that, just to sort of stick it back on there. In a perfect world, I'd be able to stick everything on there and make sure it's not going to fall off, but just a little heads up to be a little bit gentle with them, but I think they're looking so good so far. Last and final day of this video, and I have one more final project. It's one of the final projects that I need to do for my room, which is crazy, which is making some pillow covers. I have a bunch here. I think I have 4 in total, but this is one of them. Not all of them are like this crazy in color. Some of them are more neutral and stuff like that. Of course, I'll show you. But we have some stuff to do. The first thing I'm going to do is iron them. That's the part that I hate the most, and I won't film for you because ironing is ironing. You don't need to see that. Honestly, it's kind of boring, not gonna lie. So we're gonna do that. Then after that, there's some texture I want to add to one of them. I think I'm gonna do some iron on, and then we're just gonna put everything together. I've shown how to make these pillowcases before on my channel. I can link the pin down below because I found it on Pinterest if you want to check it out. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm excited to get into it. Let's go ahead and get started. Doesn't look like we moved much, but I promise we did, and my hair is drier, so there's your proof. But we did iron these. So the next thing that we have to do is for like the back pieces, we have to sort of sew that seam. So all of them are kind of like this shape, and then they have sort of like a inch sort of margin, I don't know what to call it. So I have 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 of these to do, and then I'll show you guys my plan for the front of this pillow. Actually, this pillow is actually very plain. It's just that sort of burlap color, tan color. Just got a little bit of texture, and I want to add a little bit of texture, so wish me luck. Let's start getting these sewn together. And yes, I am sewing on the floor. I do it all the time. It'll be okay. Alright, you guys, that is the end of today's video. I had so much fun spending the week with you guys, getting all of these fun projects done. Even though I didn't really want to do them, I had a lot of fun bringing you guys along and showing you guys different processes and just sort of the behind the scenes stuff that you don't always see. So give this video a thumbs up and comment below if you like this sort of video, you like more of the casual DIY sort of thing, or just me showing you just what I'm up to, what I'm DIYing. And make sure you subscribe for more videos. Every single week I have my room makeover coming up very soon, so make sure you are subscribed so that you do not miss that, as well as a bunch of other content. So yeah, I had so much fun with you guys today. I hope you guys did as well, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Bye, you guys.